All right, what up, Who That Nation? This is No Cap, No Filter. Saints from your host, Molly G, back at y'all with another one, man. I got Marlon in the building with me. We ain't got B up in here tonight, y'all. So, yeah, shout outs to B. He at Nick Party, I believe. He got some type of draft party going on right now in the city. So, shout out to Nick, shout out to B. They gonna be doing their thing tonight. Pretty sure it's gonna be some good content they're gonna come with out that thing. But yeah, man, for tonight it's gonna be me and Marlon, and we gotta talk about this Saints draft, man. Everybody got Saints draft fatigue. You done seen 100 mocks, you done seen 100 memes, you done seen everybody talk about this player to death, just beating a dead horse. Everybody waiting on the draft. It just get closer and closer. And we only got like 2 more days of this stuff. No more speculating, and everybody could just see everything for what it is, and then we could just get to talking about the pick. How you feeling right now, Marlon? Like, you got Saints draft fatigue. You got any players that's starting to be on your radar that you wasn't necessarily looking at, and you got any players that kind of making you kind of shine away from them?
I got draft fatigue in general. Like, bro, just look what they doing with pick two. Like, all this stuff, like these guys with these podcasts, all this shit sponsored by like FanDuel, DraftKings, Caesar Sportsbook. Like, they didn't flipped who gonna be the number two pick 5 separate times. And then at the end of it say sponsored by FanDuel. Like, so a lot of this shit is gambling in the books and the odds. But like, yeah, I'm ready. Especially when you got a high pick in a draft, the shit it just take longer. And I feel like it's been like a longer process. So I can't wait till Thursday. Hopefully we get a great player. I know it's some players who we link to, or like who like say the media link us to. Like, I know it's some that like I ain't necessarily the highest on, but we can get into that more as the show go on. And it's something that I absolutely love.
Okay. So right now, I think one of the latest topics is not many topics going around right now, but one of the latest topics is the Saints swapping trades and trading up, and they looking at the Cardinals as a potential partner. What do you feel about that? Some people they for it, some people they feel like, man, the Saints was just in perfect position to just stay pat at 8.
They stay pat at 8. I don't believe it. I mean, I think everybody calls just to see. You call to check a price, but these ain't the type of players to trade up for. Like, I like Arvell Reese. I was telling you about Arvell Reese earlier in the season. Arvell Reese is not a player I'm trading up for. I don't think the Saints also they haven't earned the right to trade up. Like, they not a team that should be, oh, I'm giving three assets for one top level asset. They shouldn't be doing that yet. So um they need to stand pat. They're gonna get a good player because an offensive lineman will go in front of them. So they're gonna get a very good player. And they can't go wrong with the players who they potentially gonna be able to get. I know some people might not like some because might be scared of injury history and stuff like that, but they gonna get a strong player.
Yeah. When you say injury history, I already know you probably leaning towards Jordan Tyson. And I think the thing with Jordan Tyson, I think people were just so burnt out on Michael Thomas last couple of years with the injuries and stuff, and we just so scared of anybody that has any form of injury history. They don't care how they got injured. They don't care about the severity of the injury. All we know is he missed time, and we already went through this with Michael Thomas. We already went through this with Dez Bryant after one practice, and we thought he was about to come up in here and change the game. We just and it's been a long time since we just had a premier wide receiver one, like just that guy. A lot of people feel like Olave, he can be that, but even him, he got the concussion history, maybe two more, and he probably gonna be looking at hanging up the jersey. So I feel like you gotta get another receiver opposite of Chris Olave. And on top of that, you need to have somebody to be insurance for Chris Olave. So I think that's the whole thing with Jordan Tyson. But if we was to get Jordan Tyson at 8, I would love it. I'm one of them people. I want to go offense at 8, and then we go defense at 42. That's just me. Now, if we did go defense, I wouldn't mind getting a Caleb Downs because I know he can possibly be a transcendence player and he could be possibly a all pro type of player. And I just want some playmakers. He is a bona fide playmaker. We need juice on offense. We need juice on defense. Um, what do you think is the reason? I mean, that's my reason about Jordan Tyson. Like, but besides the injury history, you think it's any other reason people are kind of shying away from him?
I don't know why. He the best receiver in the draft.
Okay.
I got tweets earlier during the season. I know it's stuff in the that I didn't sit on here and pies. Oh, I wouldn't take a receiver this high. I said I wouldn't take a receiver top 5 when we
Mm-hmm.
was asked at the time. You got to look a certain way for me to take a receiver top 5. But like I got a crazy high ass standard on the top 5 pick at wide
Yeah.
receiver. But I always said I had a tweet earlier. I was like, if we it was in like October, it was right before Shuck started. I said if we get pick, if we I was like, trade back and get a 2027 first round pick and draft, but then trade back and get Caleb Downs or Jordan Tyson. I believe in the talent. Like I'm not gonna do all he because I didn't see Homer Q his you take his analysis or whatever his word. They comparing Tyson to Jamar Chase. I'm not doing that. Jamar Chase, one of the 5 best wide receiver prospects I've seen this century, in my opinion. Like I got him over Deuce. I think the only ones ahead of him is Jeremiah Smith next year, Kelvin Johnson, and Julio Jones for me. But so I ain't gonna do that. But I think Tyson is really good. I think he got a high upside. I think he plays a completely different game. I don't think his game is like Olave. I think Olave plays a game. They have similar stuff, but they don't like. I think Tate and Olave play a lot alike, and then except you, Tate, I will give him. He got bigger hands, so he probably gonna have better natural hands, and he's very good at the contested catch, but he's slim. He got a slim frame, and he doesn't have the speed that Olave has.
I heard he
So
could fly though, huh?
mm, flying in college and then running a 4.53 at 192 pounds, bro, you're not a speedster. Like
Mm.
yeah, speedsters to me, you got to be in the 4.3s for me
And
to give you speedster.
a lot of
A
stuff I'm
speedster
seeing
label.
a lot of stuff I'm seeing with Tate is, they putting the wide receiver to it label on
I'm
him.
not going.
And
I'm not going to knock him for that. Jeremiah Smith is like I said. That's a generational prospect, but I just think I don't necessarily. If I'm taking a wide receiver in the top 10, I want a dude who I think can be like a bona fide top 5 wide receiver in the league. I don't
Mhm.
know if I necessarily see that because
Well,
I
yeah,
was telling some oh you got it, you got it.
I just been seeing the wide receiver two label, and everybody's comparing. Oh well, Julio Jones is a wide receiver
Oh,
two.
Julio Jones is never a
Justin
wide receiver too.
Jefferson.
That Julio Jones is never a wide receiver too. That lady, she bringing it up. Julio Jones was in like a debate because he was a second wide receiver drafted with AJ Green,
Hmm.
and he went after him, but he was never like a 2 on the field. But like Justin Jefferson, they bring up Justin Jefferson being a 2. Justin Jefferson used to be LSU's wide receiver 1 the year before, and Jamar Chase played on that team too. They knocked Justin Jefferson because they moved him to the slot. It was really a mistake on everybody else in the league. Basically, the dude can play anywhere on the field. So that's a mistake on the league that he went as low as he did. But they situation is not the same to me.
Well, man, I mean, I'm ready, man. I'm definitely, pumped to see who we could get. I think no matter who we get at 8, so long as we get one of these premier type of name players, we should be straight, man.
Yeah. How would you rank it? Like, how would you rank it on like your preference? Like from say like 1 to 3 of the
one to
guys you want.
1 to 3, the guys I
Like
want.
and be well, like realistic guys who can be there.
Realistic guys that could be there 1 or 3 for me.
You can do 5. You can go up to 5. It don't matter. You can go up to
Okay.
5, like something
Oh,
like that.
okay. For 5. Number one, I probably want Jordan Tyson. I just like the way he looked. I like the way he played. when it comes to the injuries, does it scare me? Yes, it scares me because he missed time. At the end of the day, I don't care how severe it is. I don't care what happened. If you miss time, to me, that makes my eyebrows go up. But at the end of the day, you know, you gotta take chances with these picks, bro. Now, and another thing, one of the things I don't like to, take a guy who's been injured in college and then you just think that he's just gonna be a guy that's just gonna be a guy that just never get injured like a Demario Davis or a Cam Jordan in the pros. Nah, man. But sometimes though, you just gotta swing that bat. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
swing that bat for Jordan Tyson. So I want Jordan Tyson. I think second, I would like shit, man. Second, I'm gonna go Caleb Downs. I think Caleb Downs is a for sure pick. I think he's a blue chip guy, like you be saying. I think he's a safe pick. I think he's a pick of need. I think that you know Staley could get his toy in the defense. I think that we need a playmaker. He could fit that. I think he could be an all-pro player. I just think he could definitely help out the team, and when you got need versus safe, and on top of that, he could be a all-pro for the next 8 to 10 years. Man, you got to go with that, and then you pair him up with Sanker and Justin Reed. Man, that'll be good right there to me. As much as I don't want him, I kind of want some juice. I kind of want some playmaking ability. I kind of want some guys that's on offense. I might gotta go. I might gotta go that boy from LSU because we just need a cornerback. I just don't trust Riley. I don't trust Kool-Aid. Them dudes cool to me, but them dudes ain't no dudes that when we play a game, I know for sure he locking him down. I ain't gotta worry about that. Like I like my cornerbacks. Well, I ain't gotta worry about him. Like I come from the Jason Kraft days. I come from the Fred Thomas days. I come from what that boy name was, Corey White. I come from all them boys. I come from them boys. What that boy name was, Stanley Batiste. Uh, we had another dude. We had another dude who was garbage, Brandon Brown. Like I come from them days, so I don't feel comfortable going out there with Riley and Kool-Aid. When we had got Marshawn, I was comfortable. I ain't care who he played, unless it was no white dude who was shifty. I ain't care
Mm.
who he played. I know Marshawn was gonna go out there and handle business. Oh yeah, he's 6'3". Oh yeah, he fast. Oh yeah, he physical. Marshawn got him. Go just put Marshawn on him. I ain't tripping. One thing about me, I don't like when my cornerback just getting mossed all over the field. I don't like that. And if he is, it better be a generational type of player. You better be, like you just said, Calvin Johnson, Julio Jones, goddamn Jamal Chase, goddamn Antonio Brown. You better be one of them. You better be one of them. But other than that, I might gotta go with that cornerback. What that is? That's three people.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
full. I'm gonna go with Tate. Because I just want somebody on the opposite side of Olave. Jordan, my number one. Then I'm gonna have to go with Tate. Then I might gotta go with Sonny Styles, bro. I'm thinking about Lemon, but I might gotta go Sonny Styles because I just feel like DeMario gone. Studsman, what is he really gonna come up in here and really just be like that? Like we don't know, you know. I feel like if you could have a Studsman and you could have Sonny Styles, and we just got our one player back from the Falcons. What his name is again? I got a
Caden Ellis.
Cade Ellis. If you could have that, I think we could shut down a run. Like, and that's one thing we need to start doing. We got to shut down the run. So I think that's my five right there. Hmm. Oh, he said Ken Crawley, but I forgot about Ken Crawley. But y'all boys sleeping
He
on
had a
Ken
good
Crawley. I remember.
season.
Yeah,
He had a strong season.
he had one good season, boy.
Even his rookie year before Lattimore got here wasn't bad. Like he actually cost himself money. If he could have did it in 2018, he probably would have got him a nice little deal. Not nothing
Hmm.
big or nothing, but that's when he just needed to prove it for the third year, but he didn't.
Yeah, Ken Carley, he was. he was getting messed over, but he had that one good season, and to me, he was good, but for whatever reason, he had that injury history and well, not the injury history, but he had that one bad injury and he had that beef with Sean Payton. That boy Keenan Lewis, that boy is kind of slow, but that boy he was a good defender to me. I seen him in the HEB not too long ago, like probably 2 months ago. I seen that boy.
Oh, he must live in Texas then.
I like living a good little neighborhood out here, and I wouldn't be surprised if some ball players be living in these houses and stuff around the way. But yeah, man. When it comes to the cornerbacks, bro, I just want somebody who gonna lock down. Like to me, that Moore, he ain't the sexy pick, but he the one that's necessary. He's necessary. He said, "How you feel about Jack Rabbit?" I forgot who that
Oh, he
was.
was
I
a good
remember that name though.
Janoris Jenkins. He had a good career.
Oh
Good
yeah, I
team.
like it.
Yeah, he was
I like the
good.
Janoris Jenkins. I liked him, man. That boy used to be going up, picking that ball. That boy, I used to like him. That's when we had that good defense too.
Hmm.
hmm I don't even remember if that was Dennis Allen defense when we had him, or was that?
No, that was him. That was Dennis Allen.
Yeah, that was early Dennis Allen. But I could tell you one thing: we need some dogs. I could tell you that. Like I said, man, I seen the Saints, Twitter posts, and they were just showing all the players, and you could just look at these dudes and just tell, like, man, a lot of these dudes soft. We ain't got no dogs. And I said, man, we need some dogs that'll make Greg Williams proud. Like we gotta have some hitters come up in here, and that's one thing I'm looking at the draft. I'm looking at all these dudes. I'm looking at how their mannerisms is. I'm looking at how they carry themselves. I want some dogs. I want some dudes who grew up on Section 8, EBT.
That don't happen no more. All these like three of the dudes you named,
hmm
parents played like professional sports,
hmm
or they got siblings that play like pro sports. So
Yeah,
this the Caleb Downs, the Sonny Styles, stuff like that. Jordan
yeah.
Tyson brother playing the NBA.
Mhm.
So yeah, that don't happen. That's not the way no more.
All right. So what about this talk I'm hearing about we possibly looking at trading Spence Rattler because we got Zach Wilson?
I mean, I think if they traded Spencer Rattler, it's like a team gave you like a fourth round pick or a pick that's like something like 130 or something or better, like something in that range. Like if you offer me like a late fourth round pick, like I'll probably do it. But other than that, I don't see him trading them.
Hmm. You think Spence Rattler on the same level as Zach?
I think he's better, but
Yeah,
uh,
man. Well, if we do trade Spence Rattler, wherever he go, like I'm a fully, support him and check him out here and there. And I hope he get a chance to start somewhere. I think he's gonna be a career backup quarterback, but if he get a chance to start somewhere, I hope he really take advantage of the opportunity and see what can happen. Because I really like this Spence Rattler, but I do admit I'm happy with Shuck. Like Shuck, I ain't really got no complaints out of that dude. Like he really did everything right to me. Like he showed me that all that getting rattled when he getting blitz and stuff like that. He showed me he ain't really that bad when the blitz coming at him. He don't just tuck his tail. So and he's more athletic than given credit for. So like I'm very happy with Shuck. So if we do have Shuck and Zach Wilson be the third, and I mean Zach Wilson be the backup, and then we just bring some type of veteran in after we trade Spence Rattler, then as long as we get a good pick for Spence Rattler and whoever we select from the trade, he end up being good, then so be it. Um, what you think about this talk I'm starting to hear from this other cornerback that people been kind of mocking to the Saints,
uh,
McCoy?
he's not gonna be a first round pick. He got a horrible knee.
Hmm. Okay, I didn't see him in the first round a couple of times in
Yeah,
these past couple of days.
he's probably not gonna be in the first round unless somebody does it at the end.
Hmm. Okay. I've been seeing his name, so I was like, let me just go ahead on and see what you think about that.
I think
Um,
he a good player. I don't know about first round though. Well, that's probably kind of dead right now.
hmm. Well, they were saying he was the best corner in the league before the
But
injury.
going into going into this season he was, but he didn't play. So that's like that's gonna hurt him right there. Like he was great last year. The only person that whooped his ass was Jeremiah Smith. But like I said, that's generational right there. But he had a very great season. He got hurt in like practice in January or something, like
Mhm.
a off-season workout. And they said he was healthy enough to come back, but he didn't do it. He didn't come back. And yeah, like he just didn't come back. And then you gotta go to the combine and get the medical checks and all that. And they was like, oh, he got like cartilage defects in his knee. And that's virtually like he can have like a Ryan Ramczyk, Todd Gurley type knee where you damn near got like arthritis. And that's just some shit you don't want to deal with from no corner. Like it's like a short career. It's virtually like it's like Will Johnson last year. Basically the same thing.
Mhm.
But
Okay. What got young Nola asking you a question. Who you think going at 8?
I think it's I think it's gonna be Tyson. I think it's
Mm,
gonna be Tyson or Downs. Yeah,
two
that's where I'm going with.
two
That's my top
studs,
two.
boy. Two studs. Uh, I've been seeing a lot of talk with Bailey. Bailey, he been going up the draft boards and all these mocks I've been seeing lately. A lot of people having him very high. Um,
He always been high. I think he was gonna be gone.
okay.
So I never really paid attention to him. And like I said, I'm not trading for none of these dudes. I ain't trading for
So
Bailey. I ain't trading for Reese. You got to earn the right to trade up. This ain't a team, bro. We got like I'm just go look at our roster right now. Like we got it's at least three spots where I'm like, all right, you don't have a starter right now. You don't have a start, or I'm gonna say at least two. At least two. You don't have a starter for the position that Alante played, and you don't have a starting wide receiver.
mm,
Carl Granderson is good enough to start. So they do need more ends, but like they have a starter. They don't have a starter at that spot. I do think if there was better defensive tackles in this draft, the Saints would DT would be really high. But this is a horrible D tackle. It's not horrible, but like Peter Woods, that's a second round pick. Caleb Banks, that's a second round pick. Um, so I think like that's why that position is like a position where your guys like Brian Brzee, you got your fifth year option picked up, you got to play better. Vernon Broughton, they Bo Davis handpicked you. Like you got to stay healthy, you got to play. John Ridgeway, you got to be a good rotational piece. Christian Boyd, you got to try to carve you out a spot. I don't think Gotcha gonna be on the team, in my opinion. I hope he's not on the team, but yeah, because he ain't do shit. But them four I named before, like y'all got to be ready, in my opinion, because
mm.
it's not. Yeah, they need more at defensive tackle.
Yeah, man. When it come to defensive tackle, shoot, we see the Bengals out here. They making moves. They went and got Dexter Lawrence from the Giants,
I,
so they got
I
two picks.
I got an opinion. I don't. That's a good trade for them in this draft. That's a good trade. The
Hmm.
Bengals, like people, there's not no diss to Joe Burrow. The Bengals offensive line is not bad. It's not. It played the whole year. It's not a great line. I will probably say it's like the 18th best offensive line in the league. A lot of the issues though is his play style. He want to play exclusive shotgun. When Joe Flacco came in there, they lined up on the under center. When you play under center, it takes a lot less stress off the offensive line. So I think if they play that way, the offensive line will be better. You obviously need Burrow to stay healthy. You got Chase, best receiver in the league still. Sh- Salute to JSN and Puka though, but Chase still the best in the league. I think defensively, like I don't think Saints fans know who the fuck Dexter Lawrence is. Like the stuff that he was doing as a nose tackle, that's like it's kind of generational what he was doing. I know last year was a rough year, but or it's not his best year, but I understand that trade for them. Like they don't need a number one corner. They already have one. Like they guy took the leap that I would want Kool-Aid to take this year. And Kool-Aid starting at a higher ground than him because he was way worse than Kool-Aid earlier. But like he took the leap to being like a solid one corner. So I would want Kool-Aid to do that. I like the way they spent the free agency. So I understood the trade. The Bengals, like, if you gonna make that trade and you had a top 15 pick, like the Bengals can make that trade because they got an elite quarterback if he's healthy. The Cowboys can make that. The Cowboys already did, but they can make a trade like that. The Ravens can, and I say the Chiefs, even but the Chiefs they wouldn't do it, but like and the Rams could too. Like you got to be a certain level of team. Like if the Saints made that trade for Dexter Lawrence, I would hate it. Not because of the
Mm,
player, it's just like you're not there yet. But them making it and a few other teams that got picks inside the top 15, I got no problem with it.
mm. All right. So, what's your top five for the Saints? Like, I told you my top five. What's yours?
I'm gonna go Downs one. What? Yeah, I'm gonna go Downs one. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Tyson two. I'm going Downs one, but I can't lie. The thought of like solving offense, because I think if you take Downs, you virtually solved offense. I do think that if you take him, you like you telling Shuck, hey, this shit on you now. Like we might, in the next year or so, we gonna replace Ruiz, and then we gonna add some more pieces at running back and tight end. I think they add another tight end anyway, but like we're gonna add another running back potentially next year and replace Ruiz, and we'll see how McCoy stay healthy. But like other than that, it's on you, Shuck. The receiver is the big one, so kind of solving that would be like I do think about that a lot. But again, I go Downs one, Tyson two. I still got Jeremiah Love up there in case he fall to a certain range. That's why I wouldn't put him one. Because if I knew we could get Jeremiah Love, bro, I have him one in this. But I'll put him three. Um, four, I'll probably put Sonny Styles. Six, five, I'll probably put Delane.
Okay, ain't no bad list. If y'all like the stream, go ahead on and hit the like button and help out the channel. If you're not subscribed, what you're waiting on, go ahead on and sub to the channel. Also, I'm gonna go ahead on and open up the the phone lines or whatever. People could come in and they could give their opinions on what they think the Saints should do in the draft. Come in and come voice yourself and let your voice be heard. And also before that, I'm gonna go ahead on and let y'all get y'all questions off, man. If y'all got any questions relating to the Saints and to the draft, go ahead on and put it down in the comment section. I'm gonna get to it in orderly fashion. So anything y'all want to ask me or ask Marlon, go ahead on and put y'all questions in the chat right now. Um, yeah, man, that's a good five, man. I'm definitely, looking towards the guys who just really ain't got nothing, not too much of downsides on their names, Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, who else? I guess mm, I guess you could say Bane ain't really got too much on his name if you don't really just count the little car accident thing he had. What he had some type of
Bang do
car.
got shit on his name.
Well, he
That
got the
people
arms
think about
thing.
that arm stuff. That people
So
think
that
about that, bro. That
so that
matter.
whole weight the same way it held weight with the guy from the Patriots.
Yeah.
Mm, I don't know, man. I think him on the other
They
side of
never seen
Chase.
a they never seen a you never seen an edge rusher this small. I like Bane, but like I don't know about that.
What you gonna call it was small.
Who?
Uh, Von Miller.
No, he wasn't. Von Miller was like Von Miller was like the prototype. He like one of the prototypes of like a 3-4 outside linebacker.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let me see. We
And then
got
Von Miller was an elite athlete. Like Von Miller ran like a 4-4 flat, like shit like that.
so you're rather Bailey over Bain?
I like Bane more than Bailey. I'm not the big again, I told you I'm not the biggest Bailey fan.
Hmm.
But I'm just saying I'm not I don't these edge rushers like they not like the just put it like this. I think the guys in next year's draft class would easily go ahead of them.
Hmm.
So they got this guy named Dylan Stewart. But that's how. But to be honest with you, that's how I felt about this draft class. Like I said, I think the two edge rushers next year, Dylan Stewart and Colin Simmons, they would go ahead of any edge rusher this year. Jeremiah Smith would obviously go ahead of any wide receiver this year.
Hmm.
Um, the number one corner next year would go ahead of the number one corner this year easily.
Okay. Let me go ahead on and get into y'all questions. Let me see. The first question is we got Young Nola says, I think Tyson and Olave combo gonna be crazy. Who gonna guard that? Question mark.
I think they're gonna route some shit up. I ain't gonna lie. And I think Tyson got like he got like some. The reason I like Tyson is like he got this twitch in his game that like that's what I want on the team. I want that. I want like we already have Olave. I don't need Tate, but he
And
just he. What you
who your
said?
who your NFL comparison to Tyson?
They say Stephon Diggs like a bigger Stephon Diggs. Some people say Odell Beckham. I don't. He do got a twitch that Odell Beckham got, but I don't think he got. He got some twitch like Odell Beckham. I can't lie, but I don't know. The Tyson comparison hard. It's like a few guys. Some people watch him play to be like, man, that looks like Justin Jefferson. I think he got a bigger natural, like he got a stronger body type than Justin Jefferson, but I don't know.
I want Tyson because I want that boy Shuck out there throwing that ball all around. Like me, when I be
Yeah.
watching the Bucks play and I be looking at Baker and Baker in that mode and Baker in that zone, and he just be launching that thing to
Like I think
Godwin.
because I'll be thinking like you watch some other teams play, and I'm like, bruh, imagine if I can because I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, the person said, we need a speed threat. We need a deep threat. And I'm like, the Saints actually do have a deep threat in Olave, but they can't necessarily showcase it all the way because they don't have the other pieces. If you add Tyson, everything added back. Like you can run your real offense, your real, like the offense that you want to run because Vile actually carved out his role last year. So like if you add a guy like Tyson, you can run your real full offense.
Mm.
That's why like I do be like getting this preference. Like Downs obviously my guy at one, but like I do be like, damn, I think offense is a little bit easier to solve, but I fuck with Downs a lot. That's why he's still gonna probably remain number one for me.
And you'll rather Omar Cooper
Oh,
over
we not.
KC Conception,
I ain't Omar Cooper, my dog. I put Omar Cooper in the first round myself. My Twitter account put him in the first round.
but not at
I
eight.
probably rather nah, hell no, none of them at eight. Like I like Makai Lemon. I don't be trying to disrespect Makai Lemon. Damn, that nigga face bounced off the thing.
so you
Um,
you don't mind Makai at eight though.
no, no, I do mind Makai at eight. I'm not taking. You don't take a slot receiver at eight.
Okay.
A pure slot receiver doesn't go eight. Like they could do all that stuff when they do it with Amon St. Brown. Amon St. Brown wouldn't be the second wide receiver drafted in a redraft in his own class. Nico Collins would go ahead of him. Devontae Smith would still go ahead of him. I'm not. He'll probably go ahead of Jalen Waddle. But if a team took Jalen Waddle ahead of him, I would understand it. 4 or 6 wide receivers that play in the slot exclusively don't go in the top 10.
Mm.
So that's that's why I couldn't do that. As far as Tate, I think Tate a good player. I don't think Tate is a top 10 pick type of receiver. Just like I don't think Makai Lemon is a top 10 pick type of receiver. I do think they true first rounders though.
Mm. Makes sense. Um, we got Justin Cash said, "What's y'all final prediction for the draft?"
Pick I'm gonna just stand pack with pick 8. I'm
Well,
gonna
just
go with oh
well
what you
just
got?
well just give them what's gonna be pick 8 and pick 42. What's your final prediction?
Pick 8. I'm gonna put Tyson because I think Don's gonna be gone. So I'm gonna just go ahead and put Tyson. And pick 42, I think that can be an edge.
Hmm.
Whatever edge drops. But I think that might be an edge. I think it can be anything. Cause I think if the best player there, Like you don't go for need still at
Fuck it.
42.
Fuck
Like
it.
you
Go
still go for
all
the
out.
best
Go
player.
all out at
Yeah.
42 and get that tight end from Oregon. Had
He
Tyson.
not
Had
gonna he
Tyson.
not gonna he not gonna be there, but that dude ain't shit, bro. I don't think he that at all. I'm sorry. I know people getting he going in the first round. He shouldn't, but you
Mm.
know, I'm not a big Sadiq fan, bro. I don't think he that good.
Man,
I think it's what you said.
I heard he could block and everything.
I mean, he a decent blocker, but when you watch him play on the field, you don't see none of that athleticism like that. He not no great receiver. He don't know how to like you would think he was way better than what he was. Like I don't think he's like close to them other tight ends that went in the last 2 years.
Shit, I'll take him over Jawan.
But I mean,
But Jawan,
he probably got a higher upside, but I
yeah.
mean, you take a 6'3" tight end that like raw as a receiver, he don't really do a lot of shit down the field, even though he's fast. Like I don't see it, bro.
I don't know. I gotta stop letting my hatred for Ruiz and Jawan Johnson, kind of
You
cloud.
gotta lay off the Juwan thing, bro. He actually carved out a role. They do need
Yeah.
another tight end. They need another young tight end
I just think he'll be
in
good
the
as a tight
pipeline.
end too. Like a tight end too, he'll be so
No,
good.
he's a tight end. He's a tight end. He's a tight end. They need other stuff in the room. They need like a guy who can come in and be like if they had a guy who say he was 2024 Foster Morrow, but slightly better, like that would be a good room because Jawan give you the pass catching ability and stuff like that. But or
Yeah.
if you want that, you when you're taking a tight end high, like in the top 10 or something, like like Colston Loveland is a do it all, everything.
Hmm.
What's his name? I'm trying to think of the guy. Brock Bowers is like a super elite wide receiver, receiving tight end. So that's kind of what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Jawan gonna do what he do. He probably like a 700-800 yard tight end now, but you want another guy on the end.
Yeah, I just think my hatred for Ruiz and Jawan just make me want Sadiq and make me want that guard from Penn State. Shoot.
He a good player, but bro, I'm not fuck that. I'm not taking no offensive line.
Mm.
You can't put every asset into that. Hell
Yeah.
no. All
Now I
that
ain't gonna
taking
lie.
players to replace
That,
players.
that that Penn State guard, this why I like him. That can help us get more like the Eagles. And on top of that, I think when I be watching runs and people be looking at the running back when we breaking these 50-yard runs, I be looking at the guard and the tackle. Like that get me excited when I just see the guard and the tackle running 30 yards downfield, blocking boys and pancaking people and running stride to stride with the running back. That get me excited. I like that type of stuff. And I feel more confident when we have that type of stuff on our line. So that just that with me. But we got young Nola 504 says, Marlon, I got a question for you. If we get Jordan Tyson, how many touchdowns do you think he can have his rookie year?
Probably go like 8 potentially.
Yeah, because the ball gonna have to
I
get
want to
spread
see.
around.
I want to see like you know. I think dudes would have better numbers on this in this team if the offense was more supportive. Like so, I want to see how the numbers would be. But I think you have a good rookie season. I think he can touch 1,000, get like
Yeah,
7 8 touchdowns.
yeah, eight cool because you still got to get them tutties for ATN. Didn't he say he want his name
A
spelled
chain, A chain.
A Chain? Yeah, that's crazy. I heard somebody say A Chain, and I was thinking about the Dolphins running back. But you still got to get him his touches, and you still got to get Olave his touches. Like we're gonna have the ball to go around. So 8 touchdowns would be a damn good rookie season for Tyson. And if we get downs, do you think he start in a slot or take Reed's spot?
I think he starts. Reed's gonna be on the field. I think Downs is just like a weapon. I think he just plays weapon. Like his position will be called weapon.
Well, he was moving around
He
Derwin James
plays
like that.
everywhere, man.
He
He
was
plays
moving.
everywhere. Now, one thing I will say, Derwin James was ass when Brandon Staley played. He looked like he could. He looked like he couldn't play football the
Hmm.
last couple of years. I'm not gonna lie, but that's kind of what he would be. He would just be like a weapon. I might line up in the slot. I might line up at free. I might line up at strong. Sometimes I'm gonna line up at linebacker. Like they just weapons. No, in the slot, he will not be checking Jamar Chase every play. Like fans got to get over that.
Striving Skate says his top five is Tate, D'Angelo Pines, Romello Height, Desmond Claiborne, and Harold Perkins Jr.
Pray for the Harold Perkins shit.
Justin Cash
That
says, I
must be the
think
top five. That must be the top five for each round.
yeah,
But I'm
probably
not gonna
so.
lie, I'd probably be mad if we took Tate. I'd have to get over that. Like I'll probably need a couple of days to cool off.
Justin Cash says, I think it's going to be Tyson or Tate at 8. What's your final prediction for 8, Marlon?
I don't think it's gonna be Tate. That's what I'll say. I don't think it's gonna be Tate.
He also says Romello Height at 42. Thoughts?
Hell no. My fault. My fault. My fault. Nah, I'm not taking Romello. I'm not taking Romello Height at 42. I could take him in the third, but like I don't like DNs like him. He first of all he like 25,
Hmm.
and then he don't play with no power. Like his power rush, he's twitchy and bendy, but like there's no power in his game. I don't like it. I don't like I like a speed rusher. Don't get me wrong. I don't like a speed rusher with no power. That's why I don't like the guy from like even Ruben Bain got the midget arms, like dwarf arms. It's a guy named Cassius Howe that got dwarf arms too from Texas A&M. Cassius Howe plays with zero power. Like it's all speed. He can't do shit but speed rush. And when he played the guy that's gonna be a top 10 pick for Miami, Francis Mariaga, he didn't do anything the whole game. And you like, damn, Mariaga, people be saying they talk about Mariaga the way they talk about Fuaga. Oh, he's gonna be a guard. He put his ass in a box that day. You couldn't tell me he's gonna be a guard if that's what he playing against. So like I got like strong concerns about like and he got his arms even shorter than Bane.
Hmm.
So yes, that's shocking. The dude got shorter arms than Ruben Bane, who got the shortest arms ever. So yeah, I'm kind
Hmm.
of looking for something a little bit. I want the best of both worlds. I want a guy who can play. Like I don't need a if you Von Miller, obviously, like shit, you going in the top three. So you can't get no, you're not getting no Von Millers at the at pick 42. But like, if I'm taking a speed rusher, I want a guy who can also eventually put on, who can play with some power too. And so I'm kind of looking for like the best of both worlds. I wish we can get this guy named Malachi Lawrence or even this dude named Zion Young. They big, they like six. I think Lawrence like 6'5", 250. Young like 6'5", 260. But they gonna I feel like they gonna be able to play the run and the pass. Like if they put it together. I don't want just a guy who's gonna be able to do one aspect.
All right, we got Justin Cash says, what's your crash out pick at 8?
Crash out. I'd probably say I mean it's kind of hard to crash out.
Penn State guard.
That's a crash out. Yeah, that's definitely a crash out. If they took
Peter
Kenyon,
Woods.
if they could, Peter Woods, he not going first round. So I moved on from Peter Woods, moved on from Keldrick Falk. If they took Kenyon Sadiq, bro, I wouldn't watch the rest of the draft. Like I just go to sleep. Well, I'm gonna be working at the time.
Kellen Moore's gonna say, watch me cook. Watch
Yeah, if
me
they took
cook.
that dude fucking sucks. I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry to root against a person younger than me, but like if you take him, you'll be fired within 3 years. So, but
So he gonna be like another Michael Pitts.
Michael, who?
He gonna be
No,
like Pitts from
fuck no. He is shit. He wish he can be pitched.
from the dude from the tight end from Atlanta.
Yeah, he wish he can be that. He wouldn't be. He won't be that. I'll probably say like an offensive lineman that I'm not gonna crash out if they took Tate, but I'm not gonna be happy.
Hmm.
Ain't gonna be like, oh man, we got a wide receiver. I'm gonna be like, we fuck that. I'm gonna be like, fuck that shit right now for at least that weekend, bro. It's probably gonna take me a couple of like a week or something to get over that. I ain't gonna lie.
Who your
I
NFL
ain't
comparison for Tate?
like a bigger Devontae Smith, but I don't want that. I already have that in the room.
Devontae Smith. All right, we got Young Nola says my top 5 is Tyson, R. Mason, Max from Ohio State, Jacob, and whoever else. Mm. All right, I'm gonna go ahead on and put the link down in the chat. If anybody wants to come on the show and speak the Saints truth, feel free to go ahead on and hit the link, and I'm gonna bring you up, man. Y'all could come on and get everything out before the draft start. Give all your predictions out. Give your hot takes out. Give your strong opinions that you have. Give your unpopular opinions. You know, let me get what's an unpopular opinion you got right now that you've been seeing, you know, on Saints Twitter, Marlon?
Yeah. These mother I almost cursed. These
You can go
people
ahead on
want to
the curse,
fucking
man.
they want to fucking trade back 2 spots and take and get Kayvon Thibodeau. Kayvon Thibodeau is a top 5 pick who, in the span of his 4 year career so far, is not even a better player than fucking Jordan than fucking Carl Granderson. Like, what are we doing here, man? Like, you want to trade for a lesser Carl Granderson who's only on the you want to trade down 2 spots in a draft that they said, hey, a top 8 pick is far stronger than a top 10 pick for a dude who's a lesser player than Carl Granderson because it says former top 5 pick on it. Like, come on. I can't get with that. It's not gonna happen anyway, but like I'm just like, come on, bro. What are we doing?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead on and bring on Jerry, and I'm gonna bring on Skate, man. See what y'all got to say. What up, Jerry?
What's good?
What up? What up?
What up,
What up?
Skate?
What up?
Happening
Oh,
What
with
what's
up?
up? How y'all doing?
What up, Saints
All right,
Nation? What
Jerry
up?
came in. All right, Jerry came in first, so I'm gonna go ahead on and get Jerry opinion on a lot of stuff, man. How you feeling about the draft coming up, Jerry? And what would you like to see go on the draft? Like, who would you like the Saints to select at 8, Jerry?
Well, first of all, No Cap, appreciate you having me on. Maryland, good to see you. Skate, good to see you. But before I make my pick, I want to I just want to address something right quick. I know the draft is a couple of days away, and us Saints fans, we've seen the good and especially the bad. But whoever we get in the draft at number 8, fellas, I'm going to be happy with it. I don't care if it's a wide receiver. I don't care if it's a linebacker. I don't care if it's a cornerback. I don't care who it is. As long as the New Orleans Saints don't trade up or don't trade down and stay at number 8, we good. But if I choose one to pick, I want, you know, some gonna say it's the wide receiver, and some gonna say it's the linebacker. But give me the linebacker from Ohio State, Sonny Styles.
Okay, why you want the linebacker, Jerry? Go ahead on and
Well,
tell me why you want.
well, the reason why, because Demario Davis went back to the Jets, and it's and the linebacker position is kind of like a little thin. I mean, yes, you got Stutzman, yes, you got you welcome back Ellis and a few other guys that's on the roster, but if you add that replacement for Demario Davis and Sonny Styles, those guys might be dominant. They may not be dome patrol like it was back in the '90s, but they'll definitely make some noise if they work together.
Yeah, Jerry, I definitely agree with you, man. Like the more I've been thinking about it, the more I'm like, man, we safe with Sonny Styles, we safe with Caleb Downs, we safe with them two dudes, bro. Like everybody else is kind of like but them two dudes, you safe. And it's a shame that you only safe with them two dudes. Like it's not really much people that you could say you safe with on offense that you could realistically see us getting at 8. But who knows, man? We didn't see some crazy stuff happen in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't see some crazy stuff, dog. Like, eh, don't be surprised.
Like
Don't
out
be
of nowhere,
surprised
like
if Love get drafted at 8. Like I could see some crazy stuff unfolding, bro. Like,
yeah, and that's true. We had our radar on Jeremiah, getting Jeremiah Love out of Notre Dame, the running back. I get that, but with the signing of Travis Etienne.
A Chain.
Etienne, yeah. I just call him Travis E. Make it short because some of them know how to butcher it.
Yeah.
But adding him along with Kamara and likely with what that running back? Neal, and it put them three together, fella. If that would have happened, but if with the Travis signing, that's completely out of the radar to get love in the draft.
I don't think so.
So because likely, I mean, we hold the number 8 spot, but these other 7 teams, or I would say 6, because Mendoza going to go number 1 to the Raiders. That's automatic. But if he go to, I don't care if it's the Giants or the Commanders. Hey, good luck. I don't care.
Why you say you don't agree with that,
Well,
Marlon?
because you already got
Because
you got about like
if
7.
he falls,
That's if
you
he
just take
falls.
him. If he falls to a certain range, they'll
Well, I'm
just
just saying.
take him.
Well, I'm just saying. Jerry was saying, since we already got Etienne,
Bro, none of those players matter long term compared to him. Like, and they not in. I mean, it's obvious that they not that in on Kamara anymore anyway. So, like, they'll take him. Like, that's not anything to overthink. They'll just taking him is like taking BPA. They'll just do it.
Best player available.
okay, man, that'll be something to see, man. That'll
But as
that'll
long as we stay, like I say, as long as we stay at number 8 and don't make any moves before Thursday night, we good. That's all I got.
All right, man. That was some good talking points right there, Jerry. We got Skate up on here too. He told me he'll be right back, but I don't know if he back yet. You there, Skate?
Yeah, I think he's still on mute. But
yeah, I think he was doing something. He'll come in whenever he's ready.
But there's something else I want to touch on. In 2 days, and like you were saying, Marla G, we're seeing a lot of changes, especially in the draft. I mean, some of them like to trade up to another team, and like, wait a minute, where did that come from? Like who's who, that kind of stuff. And some gonna fall out. So, and this is like the calm before the storm, because I know us Saints fans and the entire NFL fan base. I know their reactions. I know the happy side of stuff and the sad side of stuff. As long as we have a good time in the draft every year, hey, that's all that matters, because it's gonna be like that for years to come. I mean, I've seen it before. I've seen something like that before. I'm sure you have, and Marlon has as well.
All right, Jerry. Well, let me ask you this. I know you say you'll be happy with no matter what we do, as long as we just stay pat at 8. You just don't want to see them trade up or trade back. But let me ask you this. Let's just say we do stay pat at 8. What's the least position that you want us to draft? You might not be mad, but what's the least that you want us to address?
Well, the least that I want to go with, as much as we talk about it for like the last few years, especially the offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
That's my least pick in the draft. If that happens, if we get another right guard, because I'll be 100% with you guys. I'm tired of Cesar Ruiz, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just calling it for what it is. I'm just tired of him. He always getting beat by other players. Almost, bro. I mean, it's crazy, man. I just want to see. Dude, we've been, and that's been the struggle lately with the New Orleans Saints, is that offensive lineman always having struggles. That's why the running game wasn't progressing like it was before. with Kamara trying to go this way and Neal trying to go that way or Miller trying to go this way, bro. The offensive lineman is like you're meat and potatoes. You gotta have. I call them the hungry hippos because they're some big guys, and they always like to create holes. Like if you're gonna make a 20-yard run, or you're gonna make a 30-yard rush or a 40-yard rush and all that stuff. That's what's been holding us back lately, man. It's that offensive lineman gotta keep it together. And that's why they won like a Madden Protector Award years ago, because you had a jacked up, you had a beefed up offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been the struggles lately. And at the least a pick of that, I'm not saying it will happen, but if it does, hey, I'm cool with it. But I want Ruiz up out of here, bro. That's all I want. That's all I want. If you cut Ruiz or trade him, I'm good. That'll make me feel better.
All right, Jerry, how you feel about us possibly trading Spence Rattler?
No, I don't see it. I don't see Rattler getting traded.
Okay. Well,
and the reason why I say that, because a few weeks ago we just signed Zach Wilson. I know he's been having struggles lately. When he first got drafted to the Jets, I get it. It goes to different teams and stuff. But if you're talking about like a veteran quarterback, my mind, Marley, is I was thinking, I don't know, maybe like a Joe Flacco or what that other quarterback that I was looking at the other day, like a Jacoby Brissett or something like that. That's what was on my mind. That's what was on my mind when I was thinking veteran quarterback. But when they say Zach Wilson, I'm like, wait a minute, not the same Zach Wilson that was in New York. I said, yep, that's the one. But I don't see Rattler getting traded, man. Because if that happens, you're gonna only have two quarterbacks. You're gonna have Tyler Shug and you're gonna have Zach Wilson. So it's my best option. I wouldn't trade him. I wouldn't trade Rattler for whoever pick we get. Because that way you'll have three quarterbacks. Because I'm already looking at it right now. I'm looking at Tyler Shug at QB1. I'm looking at Spencer Rattler at QB2, and I'm looking at Zach Wilson at QB3. That's if it's correct.
All right, I think we got Skate back. What up, Skate?
I have to do something real quick.
What's up, little bro?
All right, so what you got, Skate? How you feeling about the draft and everything going on? Like, you got any strong opinions, any unpopular opinions, like who you high on, who you low on? Tell me what you think.
I think we lost him again.
Hello, can y'all hear me? Sorry.
Yeah.
I had a phone call. Yeah, I'd rather take Carnell Tate over Ruben Bain Jr. or what's his name? What's that other Texas Tech player name? Oh, Bailey. Yeah. I'm not taking no edge rusher in round one. Do not give me no edge rusher in round one, or a cornerback too. We're not taking no cornerback in round one. No edge rusher.
You got a TV in the background, Skate?
Oh yeah, my fault. Let me turn on my TV real quick. I was playing my game.
Yeah, you just put it on mute. We can still hear you. That's how I got mine.
Let me turn it down.
Yeah, just put it on mute. You good?
Okay, it's at 11 right now.
Can
y'all hear me loud and clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, as I was saying, as I was saying, I'm not taking no cornerback or no edge rusher in round one. Sorry about that. Sorry if my TV was loud a little bit. I was playing my game.
Hey, no worries, man. Hey, no worries, little brother.
I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the apology. Yeah, sorry, I was focused on my game. But
All
next
right,
time
so
I'll turn down my TV glow next time. Maybe around like 11 to 13, not 17 to 18. That's right here. That's too loud. I'm not trying to get no cap for the Saints copyright because you know how he is.
all right, so that's how you feel about the number 8 pick. What about 42?
We can take a cornerback or an edge rusher in round 2, but I think we need to start with cornerback first because we need to take Keontae Scott or D'Angelo Pons or something. Or maybe round 3. It doesn't matter who we take in round 2. Cornerback or edge rusher or edge rusher or a cornerback in round 3 or something. In round 3 we should take that another Ohio State player named Davison. What's his last name? I forgot his name. I don't know. I don't know what's his last name. I'm gonna say Davidson from Ohio State University.
All right, I got a question for y'all. I'm gonna ask you first, Skate. Justin Cash says, if the Cowboys offer you 12 and 20 for 8, would you do it?
Oh, that's a good question. For 12, we definitely need to start with defense first. Either we can take a cornerback or a safety. Marshall DeLane can go to the Cowboys. He ain't coming to the Saints or the Chiefs too. That would be a good one for the Chiefs taking Monsoor Delane and the Cowboys. So it's easy to go to the Chiefs or Cowboys, but not no Saints, no, because we are not taking no cornerback in round 1. So sorry. I'm not taking no cornerback. If you take a cornerback in round 1, Mickey Loomis, we're gonna have a serious problem because I'm not playing with Mickey Loomis. And
So
here's
you
the
that
thing.
confident? You that confident in Riley and Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid, yeah. I'm right with Kool-Aid McKinstry, Quincy Riley. I rather have Keontae. I can have Keontae Scott or D'Angelo Pons or something. It doesn't matter, or anybody else. But no, I like Kool-Aid McKinstry. Kool-Aid McKinstry is good. I remember back in 2024 when we made that trade. That right here, we won that trade against the Eagles on that one. I like that. You definitely need a cornerback. You definitely need a cornerback in round. I think it was like round 4 back in 2024 or 3. I don't know. Because I haven't been paying attention to football for like months. I've been focusing on football and basketball and other stuff. But yeah, we are taking a cornerback in round 2. Mark my words. Wide receiver, Carnell Tate, either Carnell Tate or Jordan Tyson or Makai Lemon.
How you feel about that, Marlon?
What the question that he asked about the trade?
Yeah, you got the
Back
question
in 2024.
and for what Skate was talking about not taking a cornerback in round 1. But the Justin Cash question is, if a Cowboys offer you 12 and 20 for 8, would you do it?
Oh, I forgot the 20.
Probably. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I don't think that they offer anything like that though. That's a lot. But
Yeah.
I mean, if they did, I mean, I probably would. But the cornerback thing, like, I'm not ruling out Delane, but that's definitely not my first choice.
What about the guys he had at 42 that he was mentioning?
Keontae's got to be a good pick. It'll be like a clear Alante replacement. Probably a better inside
True.
cover guy.
Or D'Angelo Pons.
D'Angelo Pons is an outside corner. He's just short. I mean, I wouldn't put him in the slot. I would let him play his best position.
Hey, take a look at D'Angelo Pons' stats. Look, you gotta look at his stats. His stats is like
I know who he is. So I wouldn't move him in the slot. I just let him play outside. But I mean, he's a good player. He's just 5'9", but he got that athleticism that you want with it.
Oh, okay. Oh, so the 20th pick? Oh, for the 20th pick, I'm trying to see if the Cowboys take Jacob Rodriguez or something, or CJ Allen.
He's talking about the Saints. He's talking about the Saints, like not the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that, well, let me interact on that to the question that Justin was just asking. Me, I would say I would just keep with what I got and not do that offer with the Cowboys. I mean, I know what they're trying to do, but it's best you just see. That's the thing right there. I mean, you're already I will say less than 48 hours away from the draft. and you got teams that's going to offer you to trade up, or this team to offer you to trade down. My answer to that question, I wouldn't do it. I would not. I would not trade. I would not do that offer with Dallas. I just couldn't. I mean, that's all. That's just my.
I would for 12 and 20. You goddamn right, I would. I think we could get some good players right there. For it's you only 4
I
spots.
will
4
say,
feet.
Maul, I think it's a clear difference between pick 4 or between pick 8 and pick 12.
Mhm.
So, but again, like I don't think the Cowboys will. I don't think they're not gonna offer a trade like that. So I kind of just like ignore it a little bit. But like I know people talk about, oh, would you move back to 12? I'm not moving back to 12 for an extra third round pick because I'm getting a clear worse player at 12. Like I'm not moving from 8 to 12 for a third round pick and then like another third round pick next year in 2027. Nah, I'm not doing that. Not at all.
let me ask you this, Marlon. Is the rule still out with trading Derek Carr?
Derek Carr doesn't matter. So
No,
he don't matter at all.
no,
He's a non-factor.
no.
Hmm.
Look.
Oh yeah, we can't. Oh yeah, we. Oh yeah, he's a free agent, but we ain't gonna have
No,
no
he's
right
not a
to him.
free agent. No, they have rights to him, but he doesn't. Saying he doesn't matter like at all in anything. Like
Ain't
you're
nobody
not
gonna.
getting nothing for him. Nobody wants him. Like
Yeah.
this had to be something where like somebody got hurt and then you got him.
Mhm. Okay.
Dude, I don't wash my hands on that dude, bro. I
Like
just
somebody got hurt in training camp or something, and like
because
oh
I
he comes
kept
back.
asking every day, is this man ever got traded yet? And they say no. I said, you know what? I just give up.
Mhm.
I ain't gonna continue to waste my energy talking about it.
Mhm. Well, I'm
Oh
gonna go.
God.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead on and let the stream get cut right here, but I'm gonna let y'all guys get y'all last thoughts before y'all go ahead on and exit the stage. We're gonna go ahead on and start with Jerry. Go ahead and give your last thoughts, Jerry, and let me know, everything that you gotta get off your chest before this draft get underway.
All right, Molly G, appreciate you once again, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you, Arlen. Appreciate you, Skate.
Appreciate it.
My
No problem.
my last thought, like I said, we are less than 48 hours away from the draft. Us Saints fans, let's stay loyal. Let's don't freak out if the pick is good or if it's bad. If we like what we see, we're gonna be all right. If we don't like it, hey, we're just gonna roll with it. But don't do anything because we seen fans do this a lot. They'd be drunk as hell.
Mm-hmm.
they be
Yeah, you still got that
like that, but
you
just
still got that classic crash out on spaces on bun spaces when we got Tyler Shook. So don't be surprised if you see some more crash outs.
that's my point right there. Uh, Molly. Because everybody thought they were going to get Shador last year because he was the talk of the town, like the whole talk of everything. But when they came up with Tyler Shutter, I was like, okay. But see, everybody done got mad and all that stuff. But please, who that nation, don't freak out. The pick, whoever we get, that's who we're gonna roll with. Just want to make sure before anything happen.
Well, that's
Exactly.
easier.
I'm gonna be checking on y'all because you know how that goes.
That's
Can
easier
I
to say
go?
than done. Yeah, go ahead. Skate, give me your closing thoughts, man.
Well, I want to say thank you for coming on this. Thank you for inviting me to the stream. I'm in saying inviting me to the stream, not coming to the stream because I wasn't live. So I meant to say thank you for coming. Excuse me. Let me rephrase it. Okay. Thank you for inviting me to the stream. I really appreciate you. Sorry, I got
You
sorry I
all
went too
right,
fast.
it's all right, little
Hope
brother.
we can draft some good players like Carnell Tate, Keontae Scar, D'Angelo Ponce, or Mamel Height or something. Or maybe
Let me
we're gonna
ask you.
have to
Let me ask
find
you
out.
this, Skate. Why you so high on Tate?
I'm a diehard Tate fan
Why?
because I watched his career like a year ago, back in 2025. He was a beast, man. I'm
Hey,
looking forward to get him because I'm a diehard Carnell Tate fan. I was supposed to say Jeremy Bernard if we get Jeremy Bernard in round two, but I'm a Jeremy Bernard fan too. But I like Carnell Tate more than Jeremy Bernard because I'm a diehard Carnell Tate fan. If I get Carnell Tate, then I will definitely add it on my list and get a
And
Carnell Tate
you
jersey.
think he's the best receiver in the draft?
Obviously, easy question, 100%. Yes, he's gonna be the best wide receiver on the New Orleans Saints. Mark my words, no
You hear
cap.
that, Marlon?
He
I
won't.
am not lying.
yeah, I am.
Yeah.
But hey,
Why you say he won't, Marlon?
That pick is dog shit. I'm not taking the worst Chris Olave that can't
oh
run like that.
What are you talking about?
oh
I'm not about to get into a debate, bro. Like,
no. Look,
Come on, man. Y'all gotta. Everybody say we don't want Tate. We don't want Tate. Come on, guys. Y'all gotta like Tate, man, because Tate's gonna be a
ooh.
beast on the New Orleans Saints. He's
well,
gonna team up with Chris Olave.
what's
Him
game?
and Chris Olave will be the best
Let me
duo.
let me elaborate on this.
Go
If
ahead, Mr. Jerry G.
if and I'm saying, and it's a big if Carnell Tate do get selected at number 8, I know you'll be happy about it. But if somebody else get Tate, don't freak out. I'm just
Somebody
I'm
in
not gonna
the
freak out.
telling you
I am not gonna
before
freak
it
out.
happens.
somebody in the division gonna fuck around and get Tate.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's not gonna get Tate. Now, I don't know who's not
You
gonna
gonna
get
kidnap him,
Carnell
Skate?
What
Tate.
we do.
I don't know
We
who's
have
not
to
gonna
wait and
get
see what
Carnell Tate.
happens.
Let me
Tate
say
said he
something.
gonna pull up Pooh Shiesty on Tate.
The Dirty Birds. Dirty Birds ain't nothing. So F the
Oh,
Falcons.
you know what? Thank you, Skate. Thank you. I want to address that too.
Yeah,
Can we
Dirty Birds
all
ain't
be
nothing.
in agreement?
Trash.
Can we all be in one accord that the Falcons don't have a first round draft pick? Because
Wait, they
remember,
get the
they
second?
traded their pick to the Rams.
Oh, that would be hilarious. They ain't taking nobody because the Falcons ain't it. Because they're gonna be
I'm
stuck
so
at the
glad you
bottom
addressed that,
division.
Skate, because I wanted to address that to Molly G and Marlon and to everybody in the chat. We all can be on one agreement that the Falcons do not have a first round draft pick because they traded it to the Rams. So we can all be in agreement on that.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Shout out to G Fly, say my son Marlon and B is box office every time was in Marley G, man. Shouts out to you, man.
Appreciate
All right,
it,
now we
man.
gonna go to Marlon, man. Give me your closing thoughts, Marlon. This was a crazy episode right here, but go ahead on and give me your closing thoughts,
Good one,
Marlon.
though.
Like,
I
wait
think
for
the
it.
Saints. I think they're gonna get a good player. I think they're gonna get a good player. I told you I think it's gonna be the two guys. So I think they're gonna get a good either. I think it's either gonna be Tyson or Downs. I don't think they can lose either way. I know people gonna have concerns about Tyson, but I just think like the natural talent and the ability, like that's a guy who can like you look at him, if that hit, that could be like a top 5 receiver in the league, one of the best in the world. So I just think they're gonna get that, and I think Saints finally gonna have either a strong wide receiver duo for the first time in shit like a decade, and or they're gonna have a guy like Caleb Downs who, bro, that's just gonna be your team captain, a Pro Bowl, all pro level player for like a decade. So I don't think they can lose going that route. And I think that's probably gonna be the route they take.
All right, man. Solid take right there, man. I want to appreciate everybody who was in the chat. I want to appreciate everybody who was listening to the stream. Go ahead on and hit the like button and help out the algorithm. Go ahead on and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And we're gonna be waiting till this draft come. At the end of the day, man, whatever pick we have, we just gonna have to roll with it and hope he do good. Whether you like the pick or not, you just gotta hope that he do pan out. So
Right.
get ready to watch this draft. Go to a bar, be at your house, crack open a bottle, get drunk, and have a good time, man. Definitely gonna be back either during the draft or post draft, man. I don't know, man. What you doing during the draft, Marlon?
I'm gonna be on Bunch Spaces.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. Shout out to Bun, man. Bun made a hit for our quarterback. You know, I'm pretty sure he got something in the works with that. So
Yeah,
much
buddy.
blessings to Bun. Other than that, man, we'll be back
Doug, baby.
draft day, man. And all I gotta say, man, is who that, and y'all be safe. And I'm out, man.
Let's
All right,
go,
have a
man.
good one, man.
all
I'm
right,
out of
man.
here too.
Appreciate it, man. Y'all take care.
Doug tonight, baby. Let's go.
All right.